CY, thank you here with Cal Raleigh, one of the best catchers in the American League. Cal, you have a lot on your plate, man. To own a staff, to work with the guys in the bullpen, but then be a middle-of-the-order bat and run producer. Do you acknowledge how much weight you carry for this team?
I don't think so. I just consider it part of the job and something I do every day, and it just kind of comes with the territory of being a catcher and something that I love to do. So.
Yeah, well, yeah. You do it really well. Tell me about the starting rotation. You're working with these guys. A lot of them are young faces, but they've gotten experience in the big leagues. How high is this group's upside?
Super high. I don't even feel like we've really tapped into, our 4 or 5 guys yet. I don't think guys really know how good they can be. So, obviously with George, Logan, and Louis at the top of the rotation, it's a pretty good 3. And then add in the 2 guys at the bottom, like I said, I don't feel like they've even tapped into what they can become. And, you saw how fast and kind of Logan and George came up. And I feel like Wu and, Bryce are kind of that next wave of kind of making their next step this year, kind of establishing themselves. And obviously you got Louis, the top of the rotation, the Rock, and he's awesome to work with too.
So I feel like the rotation mirrors the lineup. A lot of upside that hasn't really even reached their full potential yet. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I feel like, it's nice coming into camp this year, with some guys, established on the roster and, maybe some guys that have had some injuries in the past, maybe have kind of halted, some things. But, when we're healthy, I think we got a really good lineup, and I think it's going to be really beneficial, and it's going to be a different kind of look this year for sure.
You got the Astros, you got the defending World Series champion Rangers. Do you guys think that you are pound for pound every bit as good as those 2 teams?
Yeah, we look back last year, we were 1 game out. Unfortunately, I think it's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for second place or even just, trying to compete for it. We want to win the division, and it's been a goal of ours the past 2 years, and kind of came up short. Obviously made the playoffs 2 years ago, but we got to get back there. And, I think we made some good additions this offseason, kept our starting pitching intact, added some bullpen help, and I think it's going to help us here in this year. And, like I said, we're trying to win that division. So.
Well, CY, you're looking at one of the most valuable catchers in the sport.